Okay, sorry the review was a little bit late, but seriously, you knew this review was coming, so let's just do it anyway. Okay, so the director of Rogue One: A Star Wars Story is Gareth Edwards, who is known for making the 2014 reboot Godzilla. And even though I loved Godzilla 2014, I was still curious as to what he was going to do with Star Wars. Is he gonna make it better, or is he gonna make it really worse? And after watching this movie, I have to say that I would have to go with that first option. It actually made it a whole lot better. And even though I have a minor complaint in this movie, I would still have to say that Rogue One: A Star Wars Story is pretty much one of the most enjoyable, entertaining films you can see as of right now. But why is it so good? Well, that's what I'm here for. Let's talk about it. So basically, the overall premise of this movie is what really happened when the rebellion stole the Death Star plans from the Empire. And the movie centers around Jyn Erso, played by Felicity Jones, who has been taken in by the rebellion ever since she was a child, and basically the rebellion wants her help on the mission. Basically, the rebellion is like, hey, we need your help on stealing these plants from a giant planet-killing thing that's gonna make the biggest amount of genocide as possible. And we're really desperate over here. We need this plant. So here's the thing. Either you give your life meaning and you help us, or we're gonna throw you in the defenseless land of the slaughter and you'll just die like the rest of them. She chooses the first option. So then Jyn Erso joins up with a ragtag team of rebels to steal the plans from the Empire and to save the galaxy. So we're gonna start off with the obvious, and we're gonna go with a really great acting in this. I really liked Felicity Jones as Jyn Erso. From the trailer when I saw it, I was like, nah, it's okay. But when I saw her in this movie, I'm like, okay, I'm sorry for saying any bad things about you. You did a great job. She handles the role well, she takes her character really seriously, and there was a thing about her character that make you want to root for her in the end. There was also Diego Luna, who plays this captain who works alongside Jyn Erso on her journey. There was also Donnie Yen, who plays this really blind, awesome guy, and even though he's blind, he really kicks a lot of ass. One of the things that this movie really nails, apart from all the Star Wars movies, is that it actually feels like a war. You have stormtroopers and rebels just covered in dirt, you have some urban fights in cities fighting each other, and the effects, yes, they are visually stunning. From the planets to the spacecraft to like the lightsabers to everything, Star Wars is known for having amazing CGI ever since the 1970s. And one of the things that are really awesome in the movie are some of the special cameos that come in. I mean, of course, it's already been spoiled in the trailer, Darth Vader's in the movie. And even though he's in there for about, I don't know, 4 to 5 minutes, every scene he's in, it's awesome. And yeah, there were some cameos in the movie that I was like, oh, that's cool. But even though they were like kind of CGI, I have to say, okay, well at least they function the story. So props to that. But the one thing that Rogue One really nails is the final act of the movie. The final climax of the movie feels like the Battle of Normandy. And what this film really improves upon is that there are really high stakes, and it really brings you on the edge of your seat. Now, I have a complaint with this movie. This movie isn't perfect, but I still thought it was really good. Here's my complaint. Even though there were some likable characters I liked, most of the characters in the movie weren't given enough time for me to care about them when they die, or what happens to them in the movie. And there were like some characters part of the ragtag group with Jyn Erso that were kind of introduced kind of a lazy degree. Mostly they were introduced with exposition. But even though those are my complaints in this movie, I still had fun with this film. I think it's a huge blast. I think people are gonna love it. And I guarantee you when you watch this movie, you're gonna go back to watching A New Hope again. It's one of those kind of movies. And for me, I was kind of conflicted on whether or not I should give this a perfect rating or a close to perfect rating. But for me, I have to say that Rogue One: A Star Wars Story earns a 4.5 out of 5. Alright guys, that is my review of Rogue One: A Star Wars Story. Comment below, let me know what you thought about the movie. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Google+, or probably message me on YouTube if you feel like it. My name is Luke Nukem, and may the Force be with you. Oh, and also, Merry Christmas.